All right, let's do this. So, welcome to the live stream. I'm just observing the markets in the Asian session to see what happens. Let's see if we will get any setup. Now, my strategy is the same. I am looking for reversals at the high of the week and at the high of the day, depending on the signal that I have. So we will get to that right now in a bit. So anyway, so yeah, anyway. Now, as you can see, I have three categories right now that are present. I have the buy, I have the sell, and I have the nothing. And so all I do is just I go through and every single 15-minute candle close. I just peruse, look at the setup that I want to see, and it must be at the low of the day or the low of the week. And for example, in this case, we have Monday setting the high and the low of the week. And then we have this failed breakout. Price broke out and closed back in, giving us a buy signal. So on this day, we are looking for buys. And so what I'm waiting for right now, we have this pump, we have the dump here. So we have a dump, we have a pause. If this candle comes all the way back down here and closes as a breakout, or closes somewhere here and then the next candle closes as a breakout, that could give us a buy setup. We just wait and see. And then we have Euro card, nothing. All right. So yeah. And then all I do is just peruse, look at the breakouts at the high of the week. So this is not a setup I want. If this closes as a down candle and then we have a breakout, we might have a sell setup. But otherwise, So far, we have nothing. I must say, these live streams are more for me right now, just to stay focused on the markets, because I find myself quite distracted when there are no setups for me. So the point is to focus on the charts, because it's just 2 hours. It's just 2 fucking hours. So yeah. Anyway, let's see what we can do here to actually make things more interesting. I thought I had seen some. So welcome, if you're new to the channel, welcome. We are just observing the markets. There's nothing really right now. So we're just waiting for the 15-minute candle to close to see which pair gives us our setup. So yeah, stick around. Let's see how this session plays out. And if you have any questions, you can comment them, or yeah, you can comment them. I don't think you can do anything else. So yeah. a new 15-minute candle is forming. So do we have any significant changes in price action? So nothing really. So if maybe you are wondering what my strategy is, it's very simple. So let's use the example of USD JPY. Now, Monday set the high and the low of the week. Then on Tuesday, we can call this a failed breakout, because you can see that the candle, it was a small breakout, but it was a breakout. So the math doesn't really matter as long as the high, and we can look at the high here. So if we touch this candle, because this is the highest, the candle that had the highest price printout on Monday, we can see that the high is 151.7, so 151.773. And if we look at this candle here, the candle that broke out, so it's the close, which is 151.775, which means it's about 2 points. If you minus, so 0.003, it closed above the high of the week, giving us a failed breakout. And so a failed breakout at the high of the week is a signal that we should sell on this day, the next day. And that is why we have this sell here. Now, it's very simple. I have plotted my high and my low of the day, and I'm in the session, so I don't need to draw my timing window, because right now I can do it automatically without thinking about it. But for the sake of following the process and just showing you what I'm looking for, I have my high and my low. In fact, let's begin here, where before the timing window. So where is the high and the low? So this is the high, this is the low, this is the high of the day. So when the timing window opens, we let the first hour close. So this is the first hour close. We adjust our high, our low accordingly, because price broke out and extended that low. So we have a new low of the day. And then price breaks out. Now, when price breaks out and I've not seen my setup, I just extend my high. And my setup is very simple. So I am looking for an end pattern, because I'm selling. I want to see one move up, two move down, and then a breakout move. So what happens? Price has broken out, and then you can see we have this move up. We have these two candles. So this move up, these two candles. So now I am waiting for the breakout move. So if this candle comes and closes above the high of the day, then I have a template that has a possibility of going back to the low of the day. So that's all I'm doing. I'm waiting for that, and then I can just, based off of that template, if things go well, we have a setup. If things don't go well, trading is mostly sitting on your hands. So yes, DJPY might give us a setup. So for the rest of the pairs in the nothing section, so you can see that we don't have any failed breakouts, so no signals. We only plot the high and the low of the week. And then what we do is, as we are perusing, we are looking for breakouts. So let's find a pair that is near the high. Yes, so a pair like this. Now, usually I like to see before the breakout, I like to see the price action inside and then the breakout move in the 1, 2, 3. So as I've shown you, we have the 1, we have the 2, we have the 3. So the breakout move. So let's see if this was valid. Nope. So this breakout move, I think this was way too early. But what I like to see is something that looks like that. So price comes near the high, pins even the high, fails to break out, gives us a pause, and then breakout for the reversal. That is a very good setup because the candle now, the breakout candle represents a stop hand, triggering liquidity at the high of the week. So that is how a high of week setup forms in this case. So it's the same signal that I'm looking on the daily. It's just that the location is different. All right, Robert. So I'm sorry I came in late and you may have mentioned it, but is this considered as a first red day? So are we talking about Euro NSD? Ah, yes, DJPY, nice. So we have the open here, we have the close here. Yeah, we might call it a first red day, although I don't use the first red day, first green day as a signal. But if it's a confluence, it's all right. So yeah, we can call this first red day because we are still early in the week. So it's the first red day of the week. But just to make it clear, I only use failed breakouts to have just for the purpose of having a structure with my trading style. That way, yes. So it's all just a preference. Like when it comes to the analysis of how I performed, say throughout the month, if I go back, I am able to look at all my trades, which are identical, by the way. So if all the trades I use the same criteria to enter, then I can look at the winners and the losers and ask myself, what is the new variation, or what is the new variable that is making my trades either win more or lose more. Then if I can spot the variable, it usually is one or two things. If I fix that, then I fix my, I improve my strategy, because everything else is bounded. So mainly that's it. It's not like it is bad or good or anything. It's just I like I like that structure of knowing that I can go back to my trades and see that all of them are identical. All right. I see we have 5 people watching the stream. So if you guys like the video, uh, you guys are the coolest guys. So please like the video. All right, that's a very good question. So here's the deal with this strategy. Now, this high and this low, these are my target areas. So if I get in here, this is my target area. So whether it's a range expansion or not, if I get in here, my goal is to get out here. And let me show you an example of a trade. We did not take it, but it moved quite a lot. So I think it was Euro NSD yesterday. No. Euro card. It was Euro card. So we got a setup yesterday in the London session. A low of week setup. So Monday set the low of the week. And then in the London session, we had this dump. So we have the dump, we have the pause, we have the breakout. And then the next candle is bullish. So as you can see, this is the high of the day. But also, look at how we have this space here. So my thinking is that if we get in here, it does not make sense that we will just go to the low or to the high of the day and then come back down to the low of the day. So my thinking was that if we get in here, if we get an entry at the low of the week, because we have because this is a very small move, then it could be a range expansion. In fact, let's see. Let's use this. So that is around 36 pips. And the whole move was about 80 pips. So it would be 2 times this range. So we didn't get the entry because the entry was in the outside of our timing window. So this is where we would have taken the trade. Our stops below that level, and then we will be targeting the high of the week. And it was a very good setup. So it doesn't matter if it's a range expansion or not. So I look at the price action, look at the signal that I have, and then mostly I do get out of the trade at the far extreme of the day. But in cases that look like this, or where the high and the low of the day looks like a squeeze, it's squeezed in, it means that there's a big potential of price actually expanding. Well, is it expanding? So yeah, price expanding and moving past our profit target, which is the high of the day, and giving us maybe 2 or 3 times that range. So yeah, basically that's it. So the box, just to answer your question, the box is showing me areas where we have money. If we clear out money in one area, then we start moving. We are getting out on the other extreme where we have money. Also, I plan on making or on doing live streams every session. So uh, you guys are welcomed in all the sessions. So yeah, so the 2 hours, the 2 hours in the timing window. So if it's, for example, in Asia from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m., and then London 3 to 5, New York 9 to 9 to 11, yeah. So if price breaks through a trend line and is now on the backside, we wait for 3 pushes back into the peak formation before looking for M or W. So I'm assuming the trend line is where the high and the low is. Please confirm that before you continue. All right. So with this strategy, I usually don't use sloping trend lines. And this is just a primarily a reversal strategy. And let me show you an example using EuroCAD. Was it EuroCAD? Yes, EuroCAD. Let's use the example of this setup that we were looking at. Yes. So price came back to this level. So this is EuroCAD, and we are just looking at how I look at how I enter in terms of the M pattern and the W pattern. And so this is a template for reversal. This is the only thing that I look for. It's a template for reversal. I look for the dump. So inside the timing window. So in this case, from 2 to 5. So inside this timing window, I am looking for a breakout. I am looking for, if the breakout is down, I'm looking for 2 or more consecutive candles before the breakout. And then I am looking for an opposite candle. So if it's at the low, it looks like this. And then the next candle is bullish, like that. So that's the only thing that I'm focusing on. I don't have the sloping trend lines. Now, we usually we use the 1 minute time frame to look for our entry, just to make sure that everything is aligned, because we know we are buying. So the bias here is we buy low and we target the high. So on the 1 minute time frame, this is how I look for the M pattern. So we ask ourselves, what is the story here? People are buying. So we have the price is creating higher highs. So if price is creating higher highs, it means that we have buyers in the market. And for us, we don't just buy because people are buying. We want to buy. We want to buy when we have people who are ready to sell to us at a discount. So we wait for this uptrend to end. But in this case, price just continues creating higher highs. So the reason why we did not take this trade was because the time ended. So and this, yeah, the time ended, but we are creating higher highs. So while people are buying because of the fear of missing out, because the ship looks like it's already gone, we wait for lower lows to start being created. So lower lows means we're just breaking structure to the downside. So we've already broken this structure here. And price continues creating lower lows. And then we have our W pattern here. So we have price going down, up, down, and then we have the W pattern with the break of structure. Then we wait for the retest and then an engulfment candle. And boom, this is our entry here at 552. Entry there, stops at that level, and then you are targeting the high of the day and also the high of the week. So once we have our entry, then on the 1 minute time frame, we're just confirming that we have sellers who are ready to sell to us at a discount. So we get an optimal entry. Then we usually use the 15-minute time frame to manage the trade. Excuse me. So we are looking at the 15-minute time frame to know whether it's time to trail our stops or yeah. So yesterday this was a good setup. It's just that if all this information here had occurred in here, then it would have been a valid setup for us. So, and the reason again we stick to the timing window is so that when we go back again to review our trades and how we performed, we have everything structured in a very organized way. So yeah, it doesn't mean that we can't take trades outside of our timing window and it can't win or lose. It's just that aspect of being organized and having structure with the way you trade. So it all comes back down to discipline. So that is how I actually. So can any pair, if it breaks a downtrend in the backside, would you be bullish? Now we have a specific way of deciding whether we are going to buy or sell. And so the first thing we look for is signals. So we have signal days, and you asked the question about the first trade day, meaning you understand signal days. So a failed breakout is a signal, meaning if I am buying, then on this pair, if price comes back to my low of the day, I can buy. But also we have the high and the low of the week. So if price continues going higher and reaches the high of the week in my timing window and gives us a sell setup at the high of the week, we also can sell because it's a high of week setup. And because the high of the week is where we target, the best trade would be take a trade at the low of the week, exit at the high of the week. So it's if price obeys the timing, well, how do I call it? If price obeys the signals. So either we have a signal from the previous day to sell or buy, or on this current day, we are at the high of the week or the low of the week. That means that we can now change directions, or we can now start buying or selling depending on where we are. All right, so we were looking at USD JPY. Yes, it has, we have an invalid setup. So anti-brain, let's not waste our time there. Now, this is an interesting setup. If price breaks out and closes here, we have a breakout. Then we might be looking for a sell setup at the high. I'm in Kenya. I'm a Kenyan. I'm a marathon runner. Yeah. Okay. What about you, Isaac? Where are you from? So I'm in Kenya. I'm in Kenya. I'm a marathon runner. So yeah. What about you, Isaac? Where are you from? You're welcome. You're welcome. I really appreciate you guys. Uh, thank you. Thank you, Isaac. Yes, give us a breakout. Give us a breakout, man. Which other pair? All right. Do we have enough time? Wow, the UK 3:30. Do you ever sleep? Yes, I am. Yes. Right now, if you're not trading prop firms, then you're not capitalizing on the resources that we have right now. So, yeah, looking at a couple of prop firms to scale up my business. Come on, come on, give us a breakout. Well, all right. So, in order for us to get any setup on any pair right now, we need at least 30 minutes. So, at least 45 minutes. That is a breakout candle. So, like in this case here. So, like in this case, we need to have a breakout candle, which is 15 minutes, and then a reversal candle, which is also 15 minutes. And then we also need a couple of minutes to make sure that the trend is aligned, which might take another 15 minutes, 30 minutes. So basically, right now, the Asian session has no setup for us. So I'm going to end the stream there because there's no point of looking for setups. We won't be able to get any setups in time. So, as I said, I'll be doing this every session. So, you guys are welcome. Uh, the London session will begin at 3:30. Wait, is it 3:30? Yes. No, 3:15. It's usually 2 to 5. So yeah, 3:15, 3:15 there, I'll be live. So see you guys then. Hopefully then we will have something better shaping up. Anyway, uh, thank you for your time and thank you for keeping me company. I appreciate you guys. Have a beautiful day, night, whatever you want to call it. Bye bye.